Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tristan and today, as you can tell, I'm actually a little bit sick. Right now I'm about to get tested for COVID. Alright, update about half an hour later, it's not COVID, so we're good to go with this video. Now, I still do have my mask here because even though it's not COVID, I am still sick, and so as I'm interacting through the drive-thru with people from my car, they're in their window, I have my mask, they have their mask, we should be good to go. Alright, so because I don't feel like cooking today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to different fast food restaurants and see if they have anything good for you to eat while you're sick. And when I say good, I don't mean healthy, I just mean better for people that may be sick. So we'll go ahead and see what they have. Alright, now today I am starting at one of the biggest, if not the biggest fast food chain in the world, most popular, most recognizable, none other than Taco Bell. Just kidding, we're starting at McDonald's today. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest fast food chain in the world. And so today, after looking over the menu, nothing super standing out to me that was like, hey, you gotta get this when you're sick. But one thing that always makes me feel better is chicken nuggets and some Sprite. And so Sprite is probably one of the best sodas that you can have. It really makes your stomach feel good, not too heavy, definitely sugary, so it's probably not good for you when you're sick, but it always makes me feel better. And chicken nuggets, just like plain chicken without any bread, cheese, lettuce, any bacon, anything extra like that, always makes me feel a little bit more full and a good thing to eat. If I'm not wanting to eat too much, you know, you can have kind of smaller bites and it definitely makes me feel good. And so that's what we're gonna be starting at McDonald's with today. All right, McDonald's bag one secured. All right, number two is none other than my girl, Wendy herself. Now, when I was a little kid, I'm sure Wendy was also a little kid, so at this time she's gotta be a mom, right? And moms always know what to make you when you're feeling a little bit sick, and so today, we're going with none other than the Wendy's Classic Chili. Now, although it's not a soup in and of itself, chili is pretty much a soup, I would say. Maybe it actually is considered a soup, I don't know. But we're gonna go with a large chili, or actually, just probably a small chili, because we're not gonna be that hungry, especially with all this other stuff we're getting. So we're gonna be going with the small chili from Wendy's. Probably not any crackers, because you don't want to be eating that many carbs, you know, things like that. Probably not good. So we're gonna just go with a chili today. I really do want a Frosty, but however, I actually had a Frosty last night. Probably wasn't the smartest idea considering I'm doing this video today. But typically I would probably say, hey, you know, maybe some ice cream, a Frosty would be great. However, today, just going with that small chili. All right, KFC, I may have to dock you some points right off the back. Mr. Colonel, what are you doing here using all this plastic? We should just be using some paper that we can recycle. And I know recycling always isn't the best option because who knows where it's gonna end up. But hey, at least we're trying, right? All right, I'm back. I took a little longer than expected, but we're here now, it's all good. Now, we are gonna start first here with the McDonald's. So, like I said here, we got probably way too many napkins. We got, I thought I said a 10-piece chicken nugget, but I think they gave me a 20. Either way, we got it all here. You may have seen some Taco Bell sauce fall out. I put it in that bag by mistake. We got our barbecue sauce, and let's go test it. First, we start with our Sprite. It always hits the spot. Sprite really is one of the best drinks for when you're sick. It's not like too crazily carbonated, but it like sits perfectly in your tummy, kind of opens up it, you know, adds a little room in there. Let's get into this. Let's test some of these chicken nuggets. As you can see there, boom, perfect McDonald's nuggets. The only sauce to go with them is the classic barbecue. Now, if you are gonna get multiple sauces, hot mustard is a close second. Go ahead and dip our first one in there. And there you have it, McDonald's. Probably the two best things you can get from there is just some chicken nuggets and some Sprite. Really, everything else is just a little too much. This is like the perfect little snack you need. Next up, we are gonna be diving into our Wendy's. So again, hey, Wendy's, you know, only 2 napkins. That's pretty good for a meal compared to McDonald's, you know, 5 or 6 or 7, who knows how many are in there. We got our chili. Spoon, always need a spoon, don't want to forget that. They did give us crackers. If we want to eat those, you can. I probably won't be dipping them. Let's go ahead and open up this chili. That is the Wendy's chili. Haven't had this in a long time. It used to be one of my favorite things to get. It is really soupy and it's spicy. So, if you don't like spicy food, probably not the best thing to do, but I love spicy food. But this is actually really, really good for you when you're sick. Like, considering how spicy it is and how soupy it kind of is, it really is like a really like soupy chili versus like a thicker chili. But this is actually perfect for when you're sick, especially if you have like a sore throat. This is like super helpful, which I kind of did have a little sore throat, and so I actually really enjoy eating this. All right, bringing in the one and only, the Colonel, KFC, upside down, there we go. We got Came with a biscuit, don't need the biscuit, but we got our side of mashed potatoes. We got a cookie, didn't know it came with a cookie. And then we got some chicken tenders here. Chicken tenders did not come with any sauce, so we'll go back to what we know best, McDonald's. Perfect. Now, chicken tenders versus chicken nuggets. I feel like nuggets are probably a little bit better just because they're like more manageable and bite-sized. But chicken tenders, let's go with these. Let's see what they're like. Now the quality of this KFC chicken is actually significantly better. So even though it's not nugget size, it is still really, really good. Now compared to McDonald's, I just want to show you here, that is the inside of the KFC chicken, whereas that is the inside of the McDonald's chicken. One, you can tell it's chicken. The other, you can tell it's kind of mushed up chicken-ish stuff. I'm just kidding, but overall they're both really good. Definitely a fan of the KFC one. They used to have like little small popcorn chicken things that you could get. I don't know if they still do, but those were amazing and I loved getting those. I feel like those would be the best when you are sick. But let's dive into the mashed potatoes here. Can't get it open. Oh, there we go. Now it's really nice of them to give you a trusty little spork here. That way you can draw a face on it and make a friend out of it afterwards. But let's go ahead and mix up this mashed potato and gravy. It looks like it's kind of heavy on the gravy and not as many mashed potatoes, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and take a bite. And that's pretty delicious too. Similar to the chili, if you have a sore throat, this would be really, really good to have. Yep, take another bite there just for good luck, and it is good luck. Okay, now last but not least, we are bringing in our Taco Bell. Taco Bell, again, kind of heavy on the napkins there, but this is all finger food, so it's okay. Better to be heavy on the napkins than low on the napkins. Can always reuse those later. And what we got here is we just got the classic 2 tacos. Now the reason why I say 2 tacos is because 1 taco is never enough. And so at Taco Bell, when you go and get a taco, make sure you always get a friend. Now one of the best things about Taco Bell is you have all these fancy different sauces. Now today I decided to go with hot sauce. That's because I'm sick, and so you want to clear yourself out, I didn't dare to go with the Inferno sauce. That may be a little too hot for me, but we're gonna get started with this and see how it goes. All right, we got our taco loaded up with sauce. We can see here it is a little bit cracked, but that's okay. If we turn it this way, boom, perfectly brand new golden Taco Bell taco. Let's go ahead and take a bite. And that taco is just as I expected it to be, that perfect crunchy Taco Bell taco with that little bit of metallic flavor in it that hey, maybe the meat was sitting in the tray a little too long, but that's okay because it is amazingly beautiful and tasteful. And Taco Bell's menu was probably one of the hardest to pick food from because really at the end of the day, it's all pretty much the same ingredients just meshed into different stuffs. And so when you're sick and you're trying to get something without like a tortilla or a ton of cheese, you really don't have that many options. So that's why I decided to go with the crunchy taco. And again, that's my favorite thing to get from Taco Bell, and it is always amazing. Now ranking these in order of the best for when you're sick to the worst for when you're sick in terms of options and specifically what I got today, I would have to say that number 1, the best when you are sick is gonna have to be Wendy's. That chili really is warm, soupy, and really, really good for kind of when you're feeling down, you just want some little bites here and there. And so Wendy's takes the first spot. In spot number 2, I would probably say it is KFC. Now the reason why I say it's KFC is because they have the mashed potatoes option, which is kind of, really good for when you have a sore throat. It kind of goes down easy, doesn't hurt. But 2, their chicken was just really, really tasty. I think at the end of the day, chicken can probably be gotten at most restaurants, but KFC did a really good job with the chicken. The chicken tenders were great, and if you can get the popcorn chicken, that's probably even better. In the 3rd spot, I would have to go with McDonald's just because McDonald's had quite a few more options than Taco Bell did. The chicken nuggets were great as well as the Sprite. I know you can get Sprite pretty much everywhere. Actually, Taco Bell does not have Sprite. I think they have something called like Minute Mist or something, La Sierra Mist, I don't know. But anyway, McDonald's is gonna take 3rd spot with that Sprite and those chicken nuggets, which leaves our final and 4th spot to Taco Bell. Now, if you know me or if anyone knows me, they would say my favorite restaurant probably is Taco Bell. So it's surprising that this gets number 4 on my list, but I feel like it does just because of the lack of options that we had there. Overall though, you probably shouldn't be eating fast food when you're out sick, and so really maybe just ask someone in your house, maybe have your mom come over and make you some soup. But at the end of the day, if these are the only options that you have, I would go with Wendy's for sure. But anyway, that wraps up today's video. Thank you for joining me along my journey of getting different fast foods while I was sick. It was really fun and I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you did enjoy this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. See ya.